go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
Alright, hey guys, this is Varnell with FearPaintball.net, and we are having a look at Lockdown Fox's new Tiberius 9.1. What this video here we're going to talk about is all you people that want to run remotes with the Tiberius T9.1. This gun is so versatile, you can run it pretty much any way you want, mag fed, with air in the mag, or remote line. This one actually takes a little bit more work to get it feeding air off the remote line than through the magazine like the original T9.1. Nothing too major, but we here at Fear were actually a little bit confused about it when we first got it. It took us a minute to figure out how to get the remote line hooked up, so we figured we'd do a quick video and show you guys how to do it, maybe save some of y'all a headache. So the original T9.1 for like 12 bucks, all you had to do was take the Allen key screw that was in the bottom of the mag out, and then you got, for like 12 bucks, you get a remote line adapter. It was just basically a big bar that went down the air valve of the mag. Took the Allen bolt out here, and then you just screwed in. It was essentially just a bar that went down here, and then put a nipple right here. You put it back on the gun, and you hooked your remote up to the bottom of the mag. Well, T9.1 comes first strike ready, and also these nice magnetic quick puncture toolless kits for free, and you can't run that here. So what do? Well, Tiberius also put this new feature on the back, which is a bleed off ASA. So that's basically allowing cool things like back here. And what this whole block here is essentially an on-off with a bleed, and you just turn it one way, shut your air off, turn it the other way, airs the gun on, and then when you're done playing, you just screw it back the other way. Any of the air in the gun bleeds off and depressurizes. Freaking awesome. I love that. I'm glad they put that on there. Instead of the old lock-on stocks, you actually have the screw-on stock now. And with that, for an additional upgrade, you can get I think a 13 cubic inch N2 tank or something to that effect, and screw it on the back, and they're making a car stock that'll go over it, kind of like a lot of the Rap 4 and the Milsig stuff has air in stock. They're going to be coming out with one of those as well. It'll be pretty nice. Or you can just straight up run a 20-ounce CO2 tank out the back of that and just use the tank as your stock. Might not look, you know, super milsim, but you could do that if you want. Or you could do what we did here for now, and what we did was we rigged up just an ordinary nipple coming out this hole right here. When you get the gun, it's actually going to have an Allen screw into this. You screw it out and a little plumber's tape on there and screw your nipple into here. This allows a remote to be hooked up here, drop straight down, and this way the remote is going to come down. It's going to dig into your wrist a little bit. It's not the best way to do it, but that's all you can do right now if you want to run remote and your stock. Tiberius is currently working on their official remote line adapter, which is going to use the same spot, essentially do the same exact thing, except they're going to 45 it, which is going to put a little metal block here, and then the nipple's going to come back here. That way your remote line is being let off away from your wrist. Alright, so now all you are going to be asking, how can it possibly feed off of the mag and back here at the same time? It's going to get confused. Air is going to be going every which way. There's two things you could actually do. If you want to run air out the back with the remote line, or have your tank screwed in straight in the back, what you could do is pop out your magazine and put a 12 gram in here and shoot all the air out of it, and just keep that empty 12 gram in your mag. Put it back in here, and then when you hook air back up here, it is going to go into the 12 gram and then back up. Or Tiberius in the box sent you this little nipple. It's in the box. You can't miss it. It's in a Ziploc bag with your elbow and some Allen keys and things like that. And this one here is exactly the same as the one that's currently in it, except it's filled in. It doesn't have holes. It's just essentially when the air comes back into the gun, it's going to try to come back down in here, but it's blocked off, so it's going to come back up and out the gun, allowing you to shoot. Go ahead and take the frame off the gun real quick and show you how to install that. To get to where we need to do, we need to take the screw out here and the screw out right here, and then the frame is just going to separate from the main body. While we're here, I'd also like to point out that this mag well and this mag and this barrel tip are all add-ons. They did not come stock with the gun. This is something we stuck on just to make it look pretty, kind of scorpionish. So I'm going to go ahead and take these screws out right here, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I was actually holding the gun backwards and I kind of fibbed to you a little bit. I initially told you that the screw you had to take out was in the back of the gun here. It's actually in the front of the gun here. So to take the frame off, you got to take the screw off here and the screw off here, and also you're going to have to pop the trigger pin out right here. And to do that, you just take an Allen key and push it through. Easy stuff. Pops right out the other side. And then you want to squeeze the trigger a little bit and work on it, and eventually the frame will come off. Like so. Alright. Now you have the frame, and the nipple you got to replace is just right here. And it's actually pretty tight, so you probably have to get a little pair of needle nose pliers or something and just grip on there. Unscrew this one, and then just screw on the new one in its place. And it's going to be blocked off, and that's going to keep your air from being able to come back down into your mag, and instead of coming down into your mag, it's going to come out of your barrel and allow the ball to shoot. So just switch that out and just put your frame back on. Easy stuff. Hold the clicky trigger, spring in, feed that through, put the two screws in, put your trigger pin in, and I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll be right back. With all that said, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and that is the new magazine that Tiberius is working on. This is not that magazine, but I can tell you that the magazine will be out at the end of next month at the latest. What this magazine is going to do is knock out the air valve that's right here. It's not going to have an air valve. It's just going to be blocked off, solid plastic or something, I'm not sure what. Since it's not going to hold air, it doesn't need to be the super heavy duty metal. Why, you might ask? The air valve is what makes this thing expensive. That's what makes this a $40 mag. You take the air valve off of this mag, and it's going to cost you $15. For $15, here in about a month, Tiberius is going to sell you magazines that only hold paintballs. And what that is doing is allowing you to run remote line to the tank on your back, not having to worry about the added cost of tons of 12 grams, and also allowing you to have tons of magazines for $15 a piece. So for the cost of 2 or 3 magazines previously, you could have 7 or 8 magazines and just go out there and have fun. I love what Tiberius is doing there. It's going to open the door for a lot more people to try out pistol play without spending a ton of money. Definitely keep your eye out for the new Tiberius magazines, and once again, once they come out, Fear's going to get some, and we'll do a review on those. You can count on it. But this is Varnell, fearpaintball.net, showing you the how-to on installing the remote line rigged up version. Tiberius is going to come out with the official one here soon. Keep an eye out for that video, although it won't be as in-depth as this one, because we've already covered changing out the nipple, and I'm sure installing theirs will be easy and it'll have instructions. But for now, when you get this, it's not going to have instructions on how to run a remote like this. So follow these simple steps and you're good to go until Tiberius releases the official one. So thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe. If you like our video, subscribe. It would help us. So we appreciate it, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on the field. Far now.